and the guys are just we're at the deadline, but it's all of us. We're all trying to figure it out.
My new favorite question to Nick, because I've asked it every single day since we started the show, September 1st. Is it time to start worrying about the Cavs?
I'm not certain why we would. I know this, that the Cavs are...
The regular season games don't mean anything. When you go out there and you have a team on one side, one team on the other side, and you lose, no need to be worrying about it.
Are you concerned? Are you concerned? Go ahead, you go.
Yeah, I believe winning games are important.
Okay, so are you concerned about the Cavs?
Yeah, absolutely. I've been concerned for a long time.
Okay, so what's...
The trade did not cure what I have. And that is doubt that the Cavs, can they put it all together? Like, are they a championship team? Yes, I have doubts about that. Yes.
It put a Band-Aid on it, but I don't think it cured it.
Again, I guess where the question is, what are we discussing here? Are we discussing, are the Cavs the favorites to win the title? No, they haven't been the favorites to win the title all year, and there was nothing they could have done throughout the regular season.
What's a good season for Cleveland?
A successful season is winning the title.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. So,
do you have concerns about them winning the title?
But that would have been Chris, that would have been the question no matter what. Like, of course, everyone would have been.
So what's the problem with that?
Everyone would have been concerned with the Cavs' chances of winning the title as long as Golden State exists in its current iteration, especially since the Kyrie trade happened. But if we're talking about because they lost to Denver, and because they're now 4-4 since the trades, what is my level of concern? I know this about the Cavs. They have gone through 3 separate team makeovers throughout the year. Somewhat unprecedented for a team in one season. They're going to, by the way, have to go through a 4th when Kevin Love gets back. The beginning of the year, they didn't have the training camp with LeBron. All these new players post-Kyrie. They struggled right then. Then they got going, and then Isaiah Thomas came back. They struggled there. Then the trade deadline happens. I don't know if it's fair to say they've struggled. That game, if you watch, it's a 1-point game with 2 minutes left. Missed 3, made 3, and game changed. But am I worried about the Cavs clearly being the best team in their conference come the playoffs? No, I'm not worried about that. I don't know where you stand on that. I feel like that's the question.
Well, I think the question should be, can they win a championship? Are you concerned about their ability to win a championship? Yes, I'm very concerned. This is the reason why. Because even since they've gotten the new players, LeBron James has played well. But the rest of the guys have not blended in well with him. So that's my number 1 concern. LeBron is playing well. My number 2 concern, how much juice does George Hill have left in the tank? And is he good enough offensively for them to be a championship team? That's number 2. Number 3, the younger players. They are younger, but they're the same bad defensive team. So that's number 3. Number 4, Tristan Thompson, even before he got hurt. How good is he as the Cavs center? And should Kevin Love be their center? Does that 4? Here comes number 5. J.R. Smith throws something on one of the assistant coaches.
I know.
Okay, so no, Nick shouldn't be concerned.
Right,
but anyone else out there who's watching basketball, if you think that Cleveland is a championship team and you are missing these things, then you're not watching what's going on.
CC, I'm watching what's going on. I've watched every Cavs game this year. The idea that we have to...
So J.R. throwing something on the assistant coach, that didn't concern you?
That concerned me for J.R.'s future with the team. Does it concern...
You're not concerned about J.R.'s psyche?
Well, I don't know. His first game back was one of his best games of the year. So I don't think that JR is not a guy I'm counting on right now. We've talked about this all year about JR. Go ahead.
Is Damon Jones, is that LeBron James's man?
That is LeBron's guy. Yes. The guy he threw the soup on, if people don't know. Yes.
That does not concern you, Nick?
They weren't arguing about LeBron. Like, I don't understand. Chris.
Nick, we know how these teams work. All right? You're not going to have a guy, I don't care if he's JR, want to start, throw something on one of your boys, and we know that's LeBron James's guy. If you think that doesn't have internal team locker room discontent, like, oh, everything's just smooth in Cleveland. Well, I'm glad you look at it that way. Everyone should have those type of glasses to be able to look at the Cavs in.
What I know is this, is that they are without their second best player. They have played 30 games this year with a actual roster.
That's a legitimate concern.
Right, if he weren't coming back, if it were an injury that you thought would affect him in the playoffs.
You'd be concerned about how he's going to adapt with the other new players.
Right.
And so those are legitimate concerns.
They are.
So you can admit that.
I said it, if you were listening, I said it 10 minutes ago, that the Cavs, that they will have to go through a 4th rebuild or getting new players involved when Kevin Love comes back, because these guys haven't played with him before. But am I concerned about their ability to make the NBA Finals? No. My feelings on the Cavs are the same right now they were at the beginning of the year. They will make the NBA Finals and be underdogs in those NBA Finals. How they play Game 8 with the new players is not going to change my opinion.
It doesn't matter to you whether they are seeded 7th or 1st or 3rd
As
or 4th.
long as LeBron James is playing, I will expect a championship from him. If he's the greatest player in the world, when one player can dominate a series, that should be the expectations for a LeBron James-based team. Now, that should be the question. Are they championship caliber? No, for which I do have concerns.
Okay, I will be writing that down and ask you that exact way with that same inflection tomorrow. So we're good on that. That's segment 4. Pepper, if you're listening in the control